Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Zeus213 and welcome back to Factorio Sea Block episode 19. In the previous episode we set up some green science production, which was far more complicated than it needed to be, but we've got it now and yeah, it's pretty good. So we can just grab a supply of these whenever we need them. I'm going to grab a few now actually. Not too many, that'll probably do, and I'll grab a few of these as well. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe a few more. Anyway, that was all fun and games. We got our stack bonus, so that helped out quite a bit there. But there's no way that we are going to be able to use this long term, because I think this here at least was severely under inserted. So we'll have to work around that at some point. But today we're going to be making some bricks, so that's going to be, I don't think it's too difficult to do. Tin production as well, we do need to work on at some point. It's kind of very lacking. We're using so much to make solder, it's kind of ridiculous. But that's a later date problem. Today we are going to be placing down some washers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now those washers are going to be used to get the various mud waters we're going to need. Let's see. 3 and 4. We only need it up to thin. And we need to somehow figure out how we're going to deal with excess of these fluids. Let's make sure they're all facing the right way. There we go. They also need water, so why don't we get that connected? Cool. Where's our offshore pump? There we go. And we also need a seafloor pump. Cool, now that we've got that connected, we just need to set ourselves some purifiers up. And what's going on here? So there's... oh, it's got 2 outputs for each fluid, by the looks of it. I mean, that's fine. I'm just going to do it this way anyway. We need to get rid of any overflow, overspill. So how are we going to do that? We're going to have it come out the side. So I'm thinking something like this. No, that's not going to work. If I drop it all down one though, it should work. Kind of. No, that's still not going to work. Okay, we'll figure that out in a second. But what we need to do is, so we've done this lot, we've got all that. We're going to need to deal with hydrogen sulfide as well. But basically, we've got to do this chain. So let's pin that to our block over here. Right. We need to take, see, thin mud water, concentrated, light. Thin, concentrated, heavy. Thin, concentrated, light. So, first of all, we need to take our thin mud water, which we're going to do here. Let's give it a bit of space to work with. Thin. There. Cool. So this guy, we're going to pipe in. You know what, we'll probably just do it however far one of these guys can reach. That seems good. That'll give us plenty of space. So this guy is going to make sand. Cool. And then sand we need to use to make clay. No? No. Right, let me re-look at this production chain real quick. I see what I need to do now. We need to make sand, clay, and lime separately. Okay, so that's sand sorted. Now to make clay, we need 2 washing plants making it to get enough. Okay. Let's see, and that's going to require concentrated, which I think is this guy. Clay, there we go. And then water I'll bring in from the bottom, I guess. That'll work. I do need another pump or two. Let's just make a few. I'm going to use them in the future, I'm sure of it. So we'll have that guy there. So that's clay done. And then we just need to go from a washing plant into a blast furnace. Which shouldn't be too difficult, and that requires light mud water. Now, light mud water comes out of this guy. Yep. There we go. So that's going to make a limestone. So I should be able to run a pipe. Yeah, like that. Well, obviously I'm going to actually use an underground. That would make more sense. That's what I've been doing for the rest of them. There we go. And blast furnace. Where have you gone? There you are. So one of you guys right there. So you are going to make lime. And you just need coal. You also need carbon dioxide. Sorry, charcoal. You need charcoal? Yeah, you need fuel. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I need a liquefier. Do I have any liquefiers? Nope. Let's make one of those. Not too difficult, just some piping. Let's move this guy down here a little bit more. Whilst we wait. Let's see, liquefier. To you, I will just connect up like that. One pipe, nothing fancy. So it's going to make carbon dioxide from charcoal. So charcoal will feed both of these. And that will give us the limestone we need. Sorry, the lime. Yeah, that's right. Cool. Now we've got to deal with these overflows. How are we going to do that? Clarifier. So that's going to be a bit of a pain to get rid of. We'll deal with that separately, I think. We'll have one here. One here, one here, and one here. I need some more pipes. Let's go grab some real quick. Should have a nice box full of them up here. There we go. How are we doing on undergrounds? Undergrounds we're fine for. Cool. Let's come back down here. And these guys are going to go like this. And I'm actually going to do it that way. Yeah. That's going to go like that. Yeah, that's how I want to do that. I need a few overflow valves. I've only got 2. I need a few more. And basically, these are all going to face down like this. There we go. Make sure these are all facing the right way. And there we go. So that will handle all of those outputs overflowing. And then for this guy, I'm thinking we just run a underground way up here. And we just place another one. Where is it? Just here. No, I did have a suggestion actually. Let me find the setting real quick. To make it so that when I run out of an item, I get the ghost instead. Now, where do I find that? There we go. Pick ghost item if no items are available. That's what I want. Yeah, okay, cool. So now, there we go. See, it's picking up a ghost. Oh well, it was picking up a ghost. There we go. Perfect. That is a very helpful tip. Thank you for that. I always forget to set it, and then I'm too lazy to, but I'll do it this time. Right, now I need to figure out how I'm going to get the stuff out of the things. Yes. Yeah. Right, these guys I'm going to put on a belt. Belt's going to go like that. And then I can bring a belt out here. And a belt out here. Maybe. Let's get everything connected actually and start producing, just so we know everything is going to work as we expect it to. Perfect. Now we just need to bring some charcoal, which we can split off of here. That's not charcoal though, so we can't do that. Oh no, it is. It is charcoal. I thought it was the carbon, but that's the carbon belt there, going up onto the bus. It's probably bus charcoal. It's kind of important from the looks of it. Right, there we go, and then just a few inserters should deal with that. Lovely. Now, oh. I'm an idiot. I don't need that. Good job. Good job, me. It produces carbon dioxide. So yeah, that was stupid. Let's get a flare stack for that. There we go. Cool. Glad I spotted that right. That would have been interesting. So things are running, which is good. The overflows are working, which is what I like to see. Although saying that, why? This is, see, the problem is none of this stuff's gonna fill up, really. Yeah, you see, none of it's actually making it down here because it's all going into there. How am I going to deal with that? Okay, here's my solution. What I'm going to do, I've just spaced all these out. Luckily the construction drones made that very easy. And then I'm going to get some overflow valves as well, going up the chain. So that basically it will fill up everything here first, and then move on to the next one, and the next one, and so on. We do need to deal with the mud as well. That's going to be tricky. Just need to bring this pipe back up this way. In fact, might go the other way actually. Or I could bring it up this way. That's not going to work. Never mind. I will just take it back where I was going. There we go. And I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently. Right, what we should now see is this pipe is fit, and I've done it again. This needs this. Concentrated. Yep, done it again. Oh, I'm really not paying attention, am I? Luckily it's not too difficult to fix. I just need to shift that all up one. And run this pipe down. I've also forgotten to hook this up. This is... I mean, I'm sure you guys have just come to expect this by now. I'm just terrible at looking at what I'm doing. I really need to just pay attention a bit more. There we go. See, I even thought about doing that when I was doing the layout. I was like, oh yeah, make sure that's all nice and neatly arranged. But no, I'm just an idiot. There we go. Right, that's pretty cool. Now I need an insert going this way. And I need to pull some items out of this way at some point. So now we should see this guy getting the pipe stuff it needs. Well, actually, we don't really need this step now. It's kind of just wasting a clarifier. And in fact, yeah, there we go. That's even easier. Fantastic. Right. Now that I've stopped being an idiot, we can see this guy's getting his required stuff before it moves on to the next step. And then this guy should start filling this up, which it is, before it moves on to the next step. And then it will fill up this guy, like that, before it gets rid of it all. And obviously we need the do we need the overflow valves? I'm not sure we do. We might be able to just get rid of these, because it will just, yeah, okay. We can even just get rid of that. Oh, that makes things a lot easier. I wasn't really thinking about that, I guess. Alright. Cool. See, this is what happens when I don't plan things through before I start building. But I just wanted to sit down and record this time. And, yeah, you get things like that. They're just completely unnecessary. Yeah, because that will just, climb up the chain and get cleaned out at the very last step. Perfect. Obviously that one's still needed for the hydrogen sulfide, but that frees up a lot of space. We do need to get mud out of here as well. We will do that probably this side. We need a bit more space, that's for sure. Here we go. We can pipe that stuff somewhere to make landfill. In fact, I'm going to bring this down here, move this here, and get some undergrounds. Just so it looks a little bit... you know what? Undergrounds are a bit pointless. Perfect, and then I'll just bring the pipe, or the belt, sorry, this way. And then I'll have some kind of sand facility here. In fact, why don't we do that now? So first of all, I need to... do that. Yeah, that does make long-handeds. Nice. Cool. And then this belt's going to bring the mud down. It's going to go under here. And again, I'm out of undergrounds. That's pretty much a regular occurrence for me. Just grab some tin. Oh, well, there's not really any tin in there. Let's grab a stack of tin there. And I also needed basic underground belts, which I'm missing stone for. Okay, if you say so. Let's craft up a bunch of those. That will be more than enough, I think. And get some power poles. There we go. Oh, that's going to bug me. That's not really... Okay, I've just realised these are actually all wrong. I mean, I put the belt in the wrong place, to be fair. But that was the quicker solution. It is all stacking up on one side, so I will do the offset thing. Sure. I doubt it's going to make much difference. We've not got that much mud being produced, but it never hurts. Anyway, that's going to come under here. Can come around to here, and then I'm going to have a assembling machine here that's creating... Let's see, it's going to be under water treatment. Sand from mud. There we go. Whether it stacks with the other kind of sand, I don't know. But it will be getting rid of it nonetheless. Okay, I need to actually stop that. And get a second inserter. Because it does take a lot of mud to make sand, but overall it works out fine. And it does stack. That is perfect. It's what I like to see. And obviously we could use this to make like grass and stuff, but I'm not going to bother. Maybe in the future if we have a nice surplus, but not at the moment. You know what? I'm going to move this side. Because this guy's just not fast enough. Cool, there we go. Right, now we've got that step done, what do we need? That's all clearing out. Good. So we've got clay here, we've got lime here, and we've got sand here. Okay. All of that just goes into a single recipe, doesn't it? Yep. Okay, so we could probably join the lime and the sand onto a belt, as we don't need that much of either. And then we can have the clay on a separate belt as well. And that works out fine, because these two are right next to each other. So we will work that out now. So that's going to go like that. Right, let's have two long-handed guys here. Now these are going to put on the close side of the belt. Oh, that was wrong. Whoops. There we go. And this belt can actually come down one more. And this guy's going to output on the close side of the belt. Sorry, the far side of the belt. There we go. Right, why are you not unloading sand? Oh, because you're not actually reaching. Good job. There we go. That's what I want. And so it's going like that. And I said close side. There we go. Let's give that guy power again. Cool. And then clay, what we'll do is we'll have a belt here. I really should make this an underground. Yeah, that's going to go like that. And then it will bring up here. There we go. Oh, I did do some researches off camera as well. Nothing too important, just a few steps that I'm going to need for some future projects that I've got in mind, as well as like the bullet shooting and the pickaxe speeds and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, there we go. And again, I probably should have made this belt out here, because then they're all the long-handed ones and everything's happy to do what it needs to do. There we go. And these guys are going to do the close side, just to keep the belt nice and even. Right, now all I need to do is I need to get 2 assembling machines making brick. In fact, I only really need... Oh, it actually is just 2 exactly. That's fine. Where are my assembling machines? There we are. And nice way to do this is like that. What you do is you take an underground, you do that. And then that would move on down the chain, and you can have more and more as needed. Obviously, we don't need them right now. Brick. There we go. That gives them everything they need. And then you just come through, put some inserters in like that. And that should be everything you need. Minus some power poles, obviously. There we go. We should see all of those start running. Now I've made these long-handed, which I need to remember to disable that. But they are now running, which is fantastic. Hopefully we'll see some more mud being moved. Although they're probably at their limit right now. And then all of that just needs to go into a single furnace. So if I do that, feed you in there and you in there, you're going to go out onto a belt. There we go. And that guy just needs charcoal, which is going to be a little bit more interesting to get, as I've not really left much room. But what can you do? Right, this guy's going to come down across there and into there. Sure. That works for me. And then I need a splitter. getting a bit spaghetti-like, but it's still fairly organised. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not going to complain. And there we go. That is brick. And I'm just going to put all of that into a box for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it's going to work. And that's going to be fantastic. Now, I don't actually need much of this kind of stuff running. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with that constantly running. But you know what? It's not the end of the world, because it is just going to make us landfill at the end of the day. So we can just use it to expand our island, if nothing else. So that's pretty cool. And I probably don't actually need this one anymore. So let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of these belts as well. But there we go. That's clay bricks done. Now, obviously that doesn't seem like much progress, but there's just so many steps that I would like to undertake to get to where I want to be. Some of them are just going to be boring. But brick is now going to allow us to make tier 2 machines. You can see they require clay brick. Obviously, they take quite a few bricks each, but this guy's going to be constantly running. I'm going to limit it to like 20 stacks. That's probably way overkill, but you never know if we need to make 50, 100 of a certain factory in the future. We can just quickly grab all that and off it goes. Now, as we upgrade these guys as well to the next tier of machines, we can get brick faster, so I'm not too worried about that either. And some of these steps are way overproduced just because of the ratios. So we could possibly add some more, but I think I've deleted it now, but that is that's a pretty good ratio. I didn't actually really calculate by factory or anything, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to work. I'll check the ratios off camera because I'm an idiot, and I will let you guys know in the next episode if I do actually alter this at all. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, as it greatly helps the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video to make sure you don't miss anything. If you've got any tips, comments and suggestions, leave them down in the comment box below, as I do make sure to read all of them. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, I've been DrZeus213. Take it easy, guys. Yes, I did realise that I was trying to use a clarifier to get rid of gas. I fixed that.